Yes, my people, back again. So Andrew Tate got arrested last night in Miami. And, so I thought, you know what? I've not actually kept up with Andrew Tate for a while. I'm going to actually see... Let me go back and actually see this guy's views, right? Because, my younger sister, she's claiming he's a misogynist. He's this and he's that. So, let me actually come back and actually see the views of Andrew Tate, people. Let's see what is going on in this video.
You know what the biggest achievement in your life has been so far?
My daughter.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
I know that because
Correct.
she is. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Absolutely.
And a lot of other women are sitting
and
accused by the
absolutely.
guy.
And so,
It actually made me more mature.
All right,
It
hold
made
on, hold
me more
on.
of
Let
a
me ask you a
woman.
question real fast.
No.
So, bitch, whose show are you on?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Don't
what?
fucking
What'd
forget.
you
Like,
say?
so,
What'd
some of
you
you
say?
ladies are just fucking rude to be rude.
What'd you
I'm
say?
like,
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
No,
dude,
you
just
heard
shut the fuck up and
What was
listen
your
for 2
question?
seconds.
You
It's
heard
very
that.
simple, okay? Right
What
now,
was
your
your
guy.
question?
Right now, I'm gonna get to it. Right now, your guy. You said he's in jail, right? And he's not able to be
Oh, we're
there,
not talking
provide
about
for
that.
you,
We're not
and
talking
everything else
about
like
that.
He's in jail.
But we're not talking about that.
Well, I need to use that as an analogy. What I'm
No,
gonna say
you
here.
don't need to use that because we're not talking about that.
Yo, who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
just
Shut the
used
fuck up when I'm talking, okay?
Talking to you,
Shut the fuck up
Fresh.
when I'm talking.
He's not fresh, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yo, get the fuck off my shit, man. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck off my shit.
She definitely, look at her face. She definitely knew that this is fresh. That was just typical rage bait, man.
Yeah, or you're just everything. Whether it's monogamy, cheating, the concept of not leaving a guy when someone else is gonna cheat on you.
I have a question. I feel like, so how do you go about dating, or do you even date seriously, or do you just hook up?
I don't think you have to hook up. So how would I go about dating? I date a girl the same way anyone else would. And if she said,
With the
"Are you only
intention
dating
of-
me?" I'd
Wait,
say
are you
no.
asking him particularly?
Yeah, I'm saying.
She wants
I'm
to know
saying,
you.
do
Personal. She wants
to know your personal
date
situation.
As far, like, exclusively date, like.
I would
you
date a
want-
girl the way anyone else would. And
So-
if she said, "Are you only dating me?" I would say no.
What do you mean by that, though?
What do you mean? What do I mean by that? I just wouldn't lie because I
I'm
don't
just
see the point in
curious.
lying.
I'm just
And I would
curious
leave
as
you.
like your end goal. So when you meet somebody that you're attracted to,
It's-
do you say, "Oh, I just want to hook up," and you're just like, "I want to fuck"?
No,
you
because
know?
that's
Or do
bullshit.
you-
That's gay. I'm not going to sit there and go,
How's that
"Hi,
gay?
I've just met you. I just want to hook up." I'm saying that I would date the same way anyone else does. And if she said, "Oh, are you only with me?" I would say, "No, I'm not."
With what end
And if
goal
she
is
says,
what I mean,
"I'm going to
though?
leave you for that," I'm going to say goodbye.
What's your end goal?
He's
with it,
honest.
though?
He's honest about it.
My end goal is to have
marriage?
children.
Is it like?
My end goal is to have children because I'm in the business of kings.
So you
The business of
wanna-
kings is progeny. I
you-
want as many children as possible.
You
Women
want,
take 9
like,
months to grow a
main
single baby.
girlfriend
You
to
got the
have
point.
I ain't got
children
time.
with?
How are you gonna have children with people and not be loyal to them?
What do you mean?
I
How
don't
am I not loyal?
understand.
Male loyalty, masculine loyalty is shown through protection and provision. I can have 10 women having my children, all driving Bentleys, all in mansions, all protected, all provided for.
It's not
so
about
I
that.
show my it actually is.
It's not. It's
And I'll
about
prove
love.
it to you. I'll
It's
prove
about
it to you.
love.
Let me prove it to you. If you read the Bible, forget the Quran because that can be seen as extreme. We're in the West. If you read the Bible, it says that if a man rapes a woman, he must marry her. Why would they force a woman who has been raped to marry the man who raped her? Because marriage means protect and provision. If a man rapes a woman, he must pay for her for life. That is the entire point of marriage. That's what marriage is. Marriage is not sitting there doing couple TikToks like a fucking it. Marriage is not walking up and down the aisle with a stupid dress on and being publicly humiliated on Instagram. Marriage is protection and provision. I am your husband if I pay your bills, keep you alive, and nobody can touch you. That makes me your husband. I can have 10 women with my babies because of the amount of money I have and my capabilities in 10 different mansions with 10 different security teams driving 10 different Bentleys. That is my goal. My goal is children. I'm not out here trying to fuck for no reason. I'm not out here trying to date for no reason.
So we're not shit.
It's not that you're not
Women
shit.
are not
No,
nothing.
you're
No.
actually the most important thing on the planet because you give the most important thing on the planet, which is children.
Okay, then why disrespect
Hey,
us?
listen.
I am.
So far, he's literally just said women are the most important thing on the planet. Again, I've not actually watched Andrew Tate in probably years, right? So this is me going back and listening to Andrew Tate with more of a mature mindset as well, right? So honestly, so far, I know we've just started the video. We've only just started. But so far, based on what it's saying, it doesn't sound like he hates women to me. It sounds like he wants to protect and love women. Do you know, my sister who's attacking me, talking about Andrew Tate's a misogynist. Let's get back to the video, man.
I disrespect us.
Where's the disrespect in this? I'm not saying here's a kid, go on welfare. I'm not saying.
No. You're basically saying, here's a kid. I'm gonna go fuck another girl.
No. You know
Hey,
what?
it doesn't matter. I pay for everything, so let me go. Fuck.
But wait there. If he was honest with the girl about what is happening, then isn't it on the girl to make the decision whether she wants to follow through with him or not? You know?
No. She made an important point. Do you know what would be very disrespectful for me to do to a woman? To take her, to date her, to fuck her all over the place left and right, not give her a kid, and bounce. You know what would be disrespectful for me to do to a woman? To buy pictures of her fucking pussy for 99 cents. That's disrespectful. Taking a woman and making her an honest person, giving her a beautiful child, making sure she never has to worry about another bill for the rest of her fucking human life. Sheesh. Any problem, she calls me ever. She gets holidays all around the world on private fucking planes. She gets beautiful kids. She gets to look into their eyes and they love her back. I'm not disrespecting women. I'm doing the absolute opposite. The men out here who are just fucking you and dumping you don't give a fuck about you. That's disrespect. Every man you've slept with who didn't give you a kid, didn't pay your bills, didn't put you in a house, he disrespected you.
Back.
Actually.
What
so
if
you're
that's not what
completely
we
wrong.
want?
But
You're
speaking
completely
as a
wrong.
woman,
What if that's not what we want?
What do you want then?
but speaking
So
as
why
a
are you
woman,
fucking? Why are you fucking if you don't want kids?
Because if men can have pleasure, so can we.
What are you fucking for?
For fun?
There's no
For
point.
sport?
Can
Men
I
can
offer?
we?
Are you a man?
I want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're below replacement levels. Do you understand that?
Yep.
That in like literally a few generations, humans may go extinct because we're below replacement levels. I think
Yep.
Andrew Tate's strategy is way more effective, number one, for keeping the planet alive, and number two, in alignment with evolutionary and psychology.
She's correct on
Here's the
that.
thing, at the end of the day,
Not
it's
gonna lie, you're ass kissing a little bit.
No.
I mean, no.
she's just
Here's the
right.
thing. Here's the thing. I've been on this podcast literally 4 years ago, and here maybe you're 20 years old. Okay, so
Love,
you're gonna
but it's kinda
learn when it comes to
sounding
time.
like you're in love with
No,
your
no, no, no,
man.
no.
No, she can
Here's
just see the
thing.
truth.
No, I'm in love with my fiance, and
Just
he
because I'm 20
agrees.
doesn't mean I don't know much.
No,
I
I'm
can
not
see a person through a person.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that with time you gain wisdom, and wisdom is applied application.
Correct.
It's
This interaction is funny already, right? She is literally on the left is talking logic, right? And the one on the right is just in her feelings. The one on the left should get called a pick me. And the one on the right, they will say, clock it queen.
learning through your personal experience what you go through, and you're gonna learn
And I
in time
understand.
that, dude, we're literally below replacement levels. If we don't adopt this strategy, or people aren't religious and get married and stay monogamous and have as many kids as possible, it's one of those two things. If they do those two things, the human race will survive. If they don't, we will perish.
She's right. Do you know what the biggest achievement in your life has been so far?
My daughter.
Correct.
Yep. I
Correct.
know that because she is. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
And a lot of other women are sitting accused that's the
absolutely.
guy.
And so,
It actually made me more mature.
All right,
It
hold
made
on,
me
hold
more
on.
of
Let
a
me ask you a
woman.
question real fast.
No.
So, bitch, whose show are you on?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Don't
what?
fucking
What'd
forget.
you
Like,
say?
so,
What'd
some
you
of you
say?
ladies
She's just in her feelings now, man.
are just fucking rude to be rude.
What'd you
I'm
say?
like, you know,
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
No, you
just
heard
shut the fuck up and
What was
listen
your
for 2
question?
seconds.
You
It's
heard
very simple, okay? Right
What
now,
was
your
your
guy.
question?
Right now, I'm gonna get to it. Right now, your guy. You said he's in jail, right? And he's not able to be
we're
there,
not talking
provide
about
for
that.
you,
We're not
and
talking
everything else
about
like
that.
He's in jail.
But we're not talking about that.
But well, I need to use that as an analogy to what I'm
No,
gonna say
you
here.
don't need to use that because we're not talking about that.
Yo, who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
just
Shut the
used it.
fuck up when I'm talking, okay?
to you,
Shut the fuck up
Fresh.
when I'm talking.
He's not fresh, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yo, get the fuck off my shit, man. Get the fuck up out of here, bitch. Get the fuck off my shit.
I thought you.
Frank Castle.
Get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Frank
Stupid ass
Castle.
fucking bitches, man.
You can go.
Can't just be fucking really polite to you dumbass bitches, and you guys are rude. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Ridiculous.
All right, leave.
Get your ass up. Get the fuck up out of here.
Andrew's nice, but you.
Yeah, you're fucking ridiculous. Get your ass up. Get the fuck up out of here, bro.
He wants you
Get
to
the fuck
leave.
up out of here.
Bitch, don't be too comfortable.
I don't even know why the fuck you brought her back here, Chris, to be honest. She's fucking retarded.
Yeah, but
Get her out of
fine,
here.
fine.
I was annoyed when she came with Clive.
Bye.
I'll be honest, she does not look 20 years old, though.
Yeah.
You can go.
Yo, just get up. Just get up and get the fuck up out of here.
You can have your own show. Thank
You're
you.
fucking incredible, bro.
Bye.
Oh,
Fucking rude,
Yeah.
retarded. Like, fucking incredible. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Imagine I go to someone's podcast and does that to them on their live
Incredible.
show. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What did I
Incredible.
do to you?
Did a lot.
Anyway, back to what I was gonna say. I think Andrew's strategy here is basically he just wants to have multiple wives or multiple women and have kids with them because he's trying to have as many kids as possible. The only way that you're gonna accomplish that is by multiple women. I know some of you guys have an issue with that, but I mean, look, you can either have a loser that you could be that's gonna be loyal to you or not. And I would argue most of you guys would prefer to probably have a winner that would take care of you.
Well, let's look at this historically, right? Let's say. All right. So, historically, what were kings always trying to do, right?
Have multiple kids.
Have to have as many children as possible, and specifically sons.
Yep.
And that's because you have to hand the empire over to somebody, right?
Yep.
As much as I love my daughters with all of my heart, why am I going to give hundreds of millions of dollars to my daughter so she gives it to some dude she marries?
Yeah.
That's not Tate money anymore. That's Tate money. I earn that money. Me, Tate. I want Tate money. So you want to have sons, right? I'm not actually advocating that men who cannot provide and protect for multiple women should do it. I actually believe a man should pay for his stuff. I'm not saying the government should come along and pay for it. I'm not saying we should have all these kids on welfare. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying certain men in certain positions, if they're primarily focused on having as many children as possible, should be able to do that. And I'm not the only person doing it. Elon does it. Trump does it. All these rich men are like, well, I can pay for all this and I want a bunch of kids. I know a guy with 300 kids. And he owns Telegram. Good friend.
Really?
Good friend of mine. Yeah, because he's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine, right? So
Is he paying women to have his kids? Or is that true?
I think he has a sperm bank or something. They can just go there and get have his kid and get rich.
Real bad man.
Yeah, real G.
man.
Real G.
He's populating the world.
He's
Let's
populating the
go.
world.
That's true.
But the point I'm actually making is, as much as our friend who just left and other people think I'm disrespecting women, I think the most respectful thing you can do for a woman is turn her into a mother. I think that's actually how you respect a woman.
Yeah.
If I'm going to say to you, I have no intention of turning you into a mother, I just want to fuck you left and right all over the hotel room, and she's going to sit and go, well, I enjoy it too. That's fucking stupid. And the woman loses in that equation. The woman loses, not the man. You know, there's actually a really important language trick I noticed, and I only hear it in America. I've never heard it anywhere else in the world. Women will go, I fucked him. No, he fucked you.
Yep.
You didn't fuck him. He fucked you. And only American girls say that shit as if they're somehow...
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. In the UK, there was a point in time when women tried to start saying, "Oh, she fucked him." I'm just like, that doesn't even make any sense, bro. Like, who is the one getting pounded, bro? You know, and like they tried to use it as a way of like, you know, to make themselves feel like a sense of, I don't know. Like, I don't understand the logic, man. This women trying to be men gimmick. Just pull it in the bin now, man. It's over with now. It didn't last very long. And it just doesn't make any sense. Men and women, we're not the same at all. And like now, even when they say things like, no, they need a man to put them in their feminine. Now imagine if a man was to say he needs a woman to put him in his masculine. Shit just don't make sense, bro. But yeah, that is something that I've realized as well in the UK. I feel like a lot of what happens in the US, people from the UK are trying to copy people from America. It doesn't work, man. Even with the OF, it's not the same, bro. We don't respect it at all. Like, we will ridicule you for trying to jump on the OF wave. It's just not it, man.
Getting something from him. No, he just extracted all of your value right there. He fucks you. You don't fuck him. This is an American bullshit thing that you need to get out of your brain. If you're a woman, you made a point earlier. What if she doesn't want kids? If you don't want kids, don't fuck him. If you're not going to have his child and you don't see yourself with him forever, you don't believe he can pay for and protect you and provide you with a happy home for a child, you have no intention of ever having his baby, then don't fucking have sex with him.
Facts.
That's it.
Well, here's the other thing, too, I was going to say. What she didn't realize is she had a baby with a dude who didn't take care of her and she's working a job.
Yes.
Versus she could have had that baby with the dude. What's worse? Dude in jail, you got to work to support the baby and you're by yourself anyway. Or a dude that could take care of you, right? And you have a kid with him and he has other women.
And also, by the way, he cheated, by the way. Remember?
Yeah, he cheated, and that's why I think she also left, yeah.
So
retarded, bro. And it's like, and she's literally the example of what I mean when I was like, a lot of women like don't think this shit through. Like, dude, what's better? A guy's gonna take care of you. He has multiple girls and he gets you pregnant, but you have a family, or your dumbass over here leaving him, he's gonna get another guy who's gonna cheat anyway. Now you're stuck with this kid with this loser. She got the worst of the worst.
You're gonna leave a man. You're gonna leave a man you love because he cheats to get with a man you don't love who's gonna cheat.
And adding to this point, it takes
Fucking
9
dumb.
months to have a
And with a
baby.
kid.
Who's gonna take care of you while you're pregnant?
Right.
So for you, because you've had your arms folded the whole time, just pouting. I'm trying to figure out here what is wrong with what he's saying in our worldview here, because realistically speaking, I think most women would prefer a guy that can take care of them. It might have multiple women over this strategy where you're saying you'd prefer a guy that I guess is
not
21
even like a
or
strategy. No. Sorry. It's not even like that's just typically what's been.
Do you agree? Do you agree? And this is a genuine question because I enter this with pure intentions. I'm really not here to insult anybody. Do you agree that you should only be sleeping with a man if you see the possibility of having his children at some point?
Yes, but I also very much believe in like marriage and monogamy. I don't like. I only ever like if I don't end up with somebody who only wants to be with me and wants to give me children, then I don't want to be with anybody like that. Like to me, then it's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so is this a conversation you have when you first meet them, though? Because you say you dated
No.
a couple dudes. So
And then can I ask a
No.
Can I ask a question? Are you getting married under like religion, like any type of religion?
No, I mean my mom was raised Catholic and converted to like Christian, I guess. So I consider myself like Christian, but I also had like a really fucked up childhood with that. Like my dad was is like Native American and like was not
Coffee,
was
please.
super against
Right.
whatever.
So when you get married, are you getting married through the
You can't even really hear what she's saying, man. Like, she needs to talk in the mic, man.
church?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think my mom would like to see that, but
Like, the mic is literally face down, loud now.
probably not. I mean,
Do you understand why no one gets married anymore?
I don't really care what other people do.
Of
to
course,
be
but do you
honest.
understand
For
why
me-
nobody gets married anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons
What
why.
are the reasons?
Like dating in general is really fucked up. I think it has a lot to do with social media. Like, I feel like that's a majority of it because it's like grass is always greener on the other side kind of thing. Like,
That's part of it, yeah.
I don't know. I just, for me personally, I don't care what other people do as far as
who
like,
sees the grass greener on the other side, though, in your opinion?
everybody. I think everybody sees like, you know, all the expensive bullshit and this and that and whatever on social media, and they think, oh, I want that and this and
Who
that.
takes
but-
more
You
action?
think, yeah,
They
you
think
think that
that-
men actually think that, though? Like, the grass
I don't
greener on the other
know.
side, there's these rich chicks
I
I'm
don't,
gonna...
I don't think, I think speaking generally over a demographic of people is ignorant. I think that's stupid. I think it's situational from person to person, and I don't think that you can, I'm not going to sit here and be like, men do this or men do that, or women do this or women do that. I think that's stupid.
Well, you have to speak in generalizations when you make a point because if I know what you're saying, but when you make a point or you debate something on a podcast, for example, if I were to say men are taller than women, I can't say men are taller than women,
I mean, that's a
except there are
biological
some women who
fact.
are taller
Like,
than men.
that's like-
AG, this one. Exceptions don't disprove the rule.
That's
So we have to make
yeah.
very generalized points.
Yes.
And the reason I know, and I understand you have your personal views,
Hmm.
and this is a life hack for all of you women, in case you're ever debating anything in future. Women have this amazing feature of their minds, and it's like it ties into your natural innate narcissism. And the reason you have narcissism is because you have to protect yourselves and prioritize yourselves because you have to stay alive for the children. And humanity, humans, us men, have made you narcissists for a reason because we want you to prioritize yourselves so that you can have kids. I'll give you a very simple example. If there's 100 men and 100 women, then why do the men go to fight and die? Because think about it.
Because they're biologically
No.
superior?
Think about no. There's no need for that. If there's 100 men and 100 women in the tribe, why do we as men go die? Because we can send our women to fight their women. Why don't we send the women to die? Why does us men go do it? And I'll tell you why.
Because they reprocreate?
No, I'll tell you why. Because if 80 men die and 20 men come back, those 20 men can have sex with the 100 women and the tribe will continue. Whereas if 80 women die and only 20 women are left, the tribe is over. So female life is actually more important than male life. It always has been for a very long time. That's why it was men stay on the Titanic, women and children get off the Titanic. This is the way it's always been. So we have helped you through the process of evolution, become narcissistic. And that's very important for human survival. But I want to give you a tip for when you're debating. Whenever you discuss a meta point or a larger point, what women always do is put it back to them. We're not actually fucking talking about you. We're talking about men, women, society, marriage, the country we're in, failing birth rates. Well, no one gives a fuck what you want. We're not talking.
And that's why as well, yeah. That's why as well. I don't really like to. I used to like to debate with just anyone. I just used to just debate just for the fun of it. Now I realize that most people, when it comes to actually having a logical debate about something, yeah, they cloud the logistics of the argument with their feelings, man. And like when I was younger, I used to I still used to see the fun in the debate, but now I'm just like, bro, there's no point in even arguing with you anymore, man, because you don't actually want to come to a conclusion. There's no conclusion here with this debate. Your feelings are at the forefront. We're not gonna get anywhere. You've already have your clouded judgment on things. It's just a waste of energy, a waste of time. I'd rather use the energy and go and work on that, right? So what he's saying is very real.
About you. We're talking about things in general. So I'll re-ask the question. I didn't ask you if you want to get married because I don't give a fuck. I'm asking, why do you think nobody gets married anymore? And it has nothing to do with you. It's actually me just asking your opinion.
Right. Social media, I feel like here specifically, I think a lot of people come here because they want certain things that are materialistic, specifically Miami. Like a lot of women and men, it's transactional. People just want money and they want status and whatever the fuck.
Correct. And I'll tell you another reason why men and women don't get married anymore. Because it used to be a very simple transaction. Mm-hmm. And women no longer stick to their side of the transaction. The transaction was simple. You're a virgin who listens to me, and I take care of you and pay all of your bills. That was the transaction. I will put you in a house. I will give you children. I'll work in the factory. I'll take care of all that shit. You're going to do as I fucking say, and you're not going to fuck any other dudes. That was the transaction. Women are not sticking to their side of the deal anymore. That's why any man with a brain doesn't get married. That's the truth of it. No man with a brain is going to get married anymore because what is he getting? He is signing up to be raped by the government. It makes no sense. He's not even getting a wife in the traditional sense. He may get married, but he's not getting a wife. The wife you got in 1970, 1960, 1950 is 1,000 times the wife you get today. If I said to you got married, you had to obey your man's commands, would you say, yes, I'll do anything my husband says?
Yes.
You'd obey everything he says.
I've
But what if
only
he can't provide?
again, I'm bringing it back to me, but I've only ever been obedient to the men that I've dated. I listen to them as long as my non-negotiable, if you will, is cheating. I will build
All right, but can't they make the argument?
The word obey. When they hear the word obey, 9 times out of 10, they lose their minds.
They have to make the argument that you do pornography, so therefore you relinquish that ability to tell him he has to be monogamous.
Yeah.
For me
what if he told you
personally,
that?
I would delete that shit. I delete my Instagram.
They can find it. They can see it.
But if it's a problem as far as me actively selling whatever, doing this, that, I'm deleting that shit. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna prioritize your.
But you do understand, like, the internet's forever. People can use the Wayback Machine. They're gonna find it. They're gonna send it to him. This is why so many girls that do porn can never stay in relationships. Guys constantly send videos of their girl having sex with other dudes.
I've never personally had an issue with somebody that I was dating where they said, I don't want to be with you because of this reason. But I also, like I said, am like, okay, well, no, like some of them did. Some of them didn't.
Wait,
Because you're boring.
You said you broke up with most of them. Why? Could you give like the general reason why, on the balance of probabilities, you broke up with majority of them?
The guy that I dated for the longest, it was like a little over 3 years. We almost got engaged. He just had no like motivation to do anything with his life. Like he was like,
3 years.
And you're saying that money doesn't matter though, and ambition doesn't
money.
matter.
I'm
But it's
talking about like,
ambition.
Yeah, you don't have a life. You don't. You're coming home. You're getting high as fuck every single day. and you have no
3 years, though?
personality. You have no.
Yeah, but if he was ambitious and he was trying his very best, we would
or
argue
just
that he's
hobbies,
Of course.
like something, do something. with
most
your
men,
life.
yeah, but most
Like,
men who are active and energetic and who are doing things are doing what? They're making money.
Yeah,
I
hobbies
mean,
like that.
99% of the
That's not a
time.
real man. That's a boy.
But I understand what you're saying. I'm just making the meta point about why marriage is broken in this modern world. Marriage is broken
I
because
agree. I think it is.
Okay,
I'm not saying that I disagree with you in that sense. I think it's fucked up.
Oh, it is fucked
Yeah.
up, and I don't want to place blames on an entire gender, and I don't want to generalize. But I am arguing that it is easier to find a man who is prepared to give you a modest house and a picket fence and go to work and have a car and make sure the house is safe. It's much easier to find that than it is to find an obedient woman who hasn't been fucked all over the place. So women have broken this contract. Guys, you have to understand what feminism has given you women. You have pushed for feminism and it has destroyed your lives. There was a point where men couldn't cheat. Do you know when it was? It's when everyone got married in the 1960s to their high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Then men, even men, were ostracized for cheating. Even men were seen as bad for cheating when men and women got together in their teenage years, stuck together. But women sat there and said, I don't want to listen to my husband. I don't want to be told what to do. I want to be free. I want feminism. So now you've been given freedom, and what do you have now? You have a few women chasing all the men, being fucked all over the place, not even getting kids out of it. A bunch of other women who can't find a rich man who have to sell pussy for fucking pennies. Feminism has destroyed your lives. Completely taken everything from you. Now you have to go out there and try and find a man who will marry you, and it's very fucking difficult because a lot of men don't even want to get married anymore. Feminism has wrecked the entire game for you.
Yeah, most men, I'll be honest, especially, you know, my age range, and it's definitely gonna get a lot worse for the youngers, don't even like the idea of getting married. Especially like now with social media, we've seen, you know, a lot of the negative side effects. You know, one of the biggest questions now is, what does a man actually gain from marriage that he can't get from her being a girlfriend? Like, what does a man actually gain from marriage? Like, that's one of the biggest questions now. And there's like, it's like just seeing a man get married to a woman he thought he loved her and she loved him, and 2 months later she's getting divorced and she's stealing all of his money, and what is like 85% of marriage divorces are initiated by the woman, and you know, that is just the narrative at this moment in time, man. So I'm not seeing anything that he's saying that's a lie, bro. I'll be honest, man.
Pushed for it and shot yourselves in the foot. That's what's actually happened. And it's ridiculous. How has feminism, outside of bullshit rape cases and Me Too garbage, but in terms of general interactions in society, how has feminism hurt men? Because feminism's great. I get fucking different girl every fucking day. These stupid bitches buy their own taxi in and own taxi out of my fucking house. They think they're fucking getting something out of me when I'm getting everything out of them. They're fucking, I say, do you want me to pay your bills? No, I'm a boss girl. Well, then pay your own shit, dummy. Like, bro, feminism's great for any man with a fucking brain. You women are wrecking yourselves. All because you didn't listen to your fucking fathers. You should have listened to men, because you know what your dad would have said? Find a man at 18 who's 45 years old, like I'm telling my daughter when she's older.
Listen, whoa. Okay, slow down, bro. Slow down. Man said 18 years old and a 45-year-old man for my daughter. No, thank you, bro. No, thank you. No. I don't know about that one. Maybe, you know, someone in the comment section can, you know, let me know why it's a good idea. Yeah, I understand maybe what experience of life, more money, but hey, listen, it's important as well that they get some life experience amongst their own peers, amongst their own age range as well. You know, 45 years old at 18. Nah, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That is mad.
Some fucking kids, make sure he pays your bills, and behave yourself. You fucked your own lives up.
You know what's also interesting? It's MLK Day. Interestingly enough, even MLK was running around having sex with a bunch of chicks.
Yeah, he
hit that shit.
White girls.
We had to find out through declassified.
Yes.
He hit it.
We had to
It wasn't
find out through
acceptable.
declassified
married.
FBI
My nigga.
documents
My nigga.
that he was running around cheating on people. We didn't even know. For decades, no one knew that he was cheating. So it was some fun.
Feminism made men cheating acceptable.
Yep.
You gave us the card with your feminist bullshit. If you were all still like, no, we're wives, we marry the first man we have sex with, we're gonna obey, we're gonna be home, we're gonna take care of the house, we're gonna have your kids, then everyone will be saying to men, you can't cheat.
But there's reasons why they stopped doing that, though.
They stopped doing it. I'll tell you why. Let's actually analyze this. I'm gonna guess because I don't know for sure, right? But if you talk to a feminist, and I've debated a bunch of them, they're gonna say, well, in the 1950s, what if their man was abusive? What if their man was mean to them? That's one of the reasons, no?
Yeah, but one of the main reasons, like, men, if you get with somebody that's 45 and he wants you while you're young, when you get older, he's gonna leave you for the next one.
When you get older, he's dead.
Sometimes.
When you get older, he's gone.
Sometimes, if you don't have a kid, you know, like you said, you don't have an asset.
But you're gonna have a kid. That's the exact point.
Most of them, they need to have kids. Most of these girls are sending kid back to God. They're aborting them as soon as they get pregnant.
And like, you know, one thing he said, maybe I've heard it wrong, but he said, you know, that he'd want his daughter to marry the 45-year-old when she's 18. But then before that, it was like, you know, he'd want... I don't know, maybe I've heard it wrong, but he said something about wanting, you know, to marry your childhood sweetheart or something like that. Or marry the first person you have sex with or something like that. So what would he want his daughter, the first person she has sex with, to be 45 and she's... I don't know. Me personally, I don't know.
The reason that women were so unhappy with the old marriage contract that people used to have is that some men were pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And some women are pieces of shit. Some people are pieces of shit. In the 1960s, when you got forced, basically, by society to marry the first person you had sex with, perhaps there was a percentage of households where women, unfortunately, got stuck with an alcoholic dickhead or an abusive man who beat the shit out of her. That's true.
Yeah.
But I would argue that in 97% of households, the man was just going to work and paying the bills.
Yeah.
So we've taken the exception and used it to destroy the rule. I'm not saying men are perfect. I'm not saying there wasn't fucking morons. I'm not saying that some women didn't have a hard time. Of course they did. What I'm saying is that we've taken those small examples, and feminism as a whole does this. It takes small examples and extrapolates them out. It's very interesting you said something about generalization of the population, because feminists do this the most. Men have all the power. No. Rich men have all the power. Poor men have no fucking girlfriend, are lonely, and are jerking off every day. Poor men have nothing. No social status, no sympathy from society, no kids, no woman, nothing. A few men have the power. Not 0.5% of men have the power. Yes. And you're applying that to all men, saying that the patriarchy's evil and that men have all the power. No, actually, most men are far below women. The true power structure of Earth is 0.3% of the ultra elite men. Underneath him and underneath them are attractive women. You have the second best life on the planet. Underneath that, you have mid women. And underneath that, you have broke dudes at the fucking bottom.
But here,
so this extrapolation is very important. So we're going to sit, and if you talk to a feminist, they're going to say, yeah, but the women who were forced to be with a man, one of them might have hit her. Maybe some dickhead in Montana got drunk in 1962 and hit a bitch. Maybe, probably. Of course, some people suck. What I'm saying, society was better when a woman met a man with the intention of having a family. And they stuck together, and the man and the woman were both expected to be loyal to each other, and they had kids. Women said, we don't want that. We don't want to be told what to do. We want to make our own choices. We want to party. We want to run around and do whatever. Girls just want to have fun. Material Girl by Madonna. We want handbags. Well, now you fucking got it. Now you got to share a few dudes at the top with all the money, and they don't want to have kids with you. They just want to fuck you left and right. And that's how you get disrespected. Every girl I've fucked without giving a kid was disrespected. I've never disrespected any of the mothers of my children because they have perfect, beautiful lives, and I gave it to them. I did.
Yeah, people, that was the first time I've actually watched one of his, you know, what do they call them, rants? First time I've watched one of them in like many years. And honestly, obviously, I'm not gonna agree with everything a man has to say, you know, because we all have thoughts of our own, but generally speaking, everything that he said, well, a lot of what he said in this video, you know, was true, man. To be fair, you know, obviously, you got just like a few things that I just disagree with, like, you know, wanting my 18-year-old to be with like a 45-year-old or something. Maybe because I'm not even anywhere near that age myself, so like I just don't really, like, you know, maybe it will change as I get older, or whatever. I'm not sure, but his message, in terms of, you know, women being for men, men being for women, and, you know, a man looking after a woman, security, protection, providing. That's the message that I see him push when it comes to like the dynamic between men and women. You know, like that's the message I see him push. But yeah, people, let me know what you guys think, man. Like, maybe I'm seeing something wrong, or maybe he deserves to be getting, the criticism that he's getting today. Because yeah, my sister was like, he's a misogynist and he's this and he's that. What I heard in this speech today, I don't really see him as a misogynist, to be honest. But yeah, that is it from me, people. As usual, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Yeah, today I don't know what happened today. I'll be stuttering a lot today. I'm like, damn, bro, like I can hear it myself. But yeah, I'm out.